Hey guys, welcome to day 4 of our new coach training group. Today I'm going to talk to you about inviting. Inviting is one of our vital behaviors as coaches, as you can see from the post that I shared today. It's vital because inviting is something we need to do in order to get people to join us. So we want to invite them to join us. I don't really like the word get people because I really want to extend the invitation to others to say, hey, join me, because that's organic and that doesn't come across salesy, which is what none of us want to be, nor do I feel that any of us on our team are, because we genuinely care about making connections with others and inviting them to join us when the time is right. So I'm going to give you 3 tips on how you can invite people and to make the process a little bit easier. So the first thing is, tip number 1 is a call to action post. And by now, if you haven't done so already, you've announced you're a coach on social media and you've started sharing a little bit about Beachbody, breadcrumbing things here and there. So now with those social media posts, you can start creating call to actions. And what do I mean by this? A call to action is something you put at the end of your post saying, you know what, if you've been watching me, come join me. So for instance, if you put your before and after picture from doing 21 Day Fix and you say, oh my gosh, this 3-week program has completely changed how I fuel my body with these portion control containers and Shakeology, or my superfood shake, you don't even have to say it, Shakeology, and look at these results I've gotten. I'm down 3.5 pounds and X amount of inches. And then at the end of that post, instead of just cutting it off there, because obviously people are going to support you and cheer you on and say, oh my gosh, girl, you're amazing. What you're going to do and put at the end of that post is say, do you struggle with nutrition? Do you struggle with time management? Do you struggle with your workouts? I did too. I'm inviting you to join my next 3-week, 21 Day Fix accountability group. Starts April 2nd. Are you in? Drop a comment below. Or you can even do something fun, like drop your how you feel about fitness in a GIF or Giphy or however you pronounce it. Drop it in the comments. So that person is giving you permission to reach out to them. Because guys, if we don't invite people to join us, a lot of the time we're just going to get crickets, or people aren't going to reach out. Because think about it, if you got invited, if your best friend was throwing a party, or even a good friend, and you knew that anytime you guys throw parties, you always attend each other's parties, but she never actually formally said to you, Kinsey, are you going to come to my party on Friday? Even though you know it's totally okay for you to show up, it's weird just going without having an invite. So think about that. Everyone needs to be invited to the party. So don't be afraid to post those call to actions at the end of your social media post when you're sharing about your health and fitness journey. And it can be simple things that you talk about. Maybe you want to do a call to action where you post a yummy recipe from your meal plan and you say, hey, if you want a sample meal plan from the challenge groups that I host, comment below or put your favorite funny food meme in the comments and I'll shoot you a message with a meal plan. Easy as that. It's giving those people permission and invitation to reach out to you. Okay, so that's number 1, put call to action posts. And just remember, people may not always comment on your posts, and that's okay, because people are always watching you and they're seeing if you're for real and if you're consistent. Because let's be honest, there's a ton of multi-level marketing companies out there trying to get people, and what they want to see is this girl for real? Is she going to keep showing up? Is she really genuine and about wanting to help people? So keep showing up. Don't get discouraged by no comments. We call them crickets. Or if people aren't commenting or liking on your stuff, because I promise you they're watching. Okay, number 2, cold inviting. Now we want to be careful about this topic because we don't ever want to spam people. That is not what we're about. Our business is about making connections with real people and inviting them, like I said, to join us. So what I have my new coaches do, and what I want all of you to do, is go through your friends list, and even in your memory, write down 100 names of people that you see on your friends list or people that are in your lives that you think would either benefit from a health and fitness opportunity or from the coaching opportunity too. Maybe it's just a real go-getter that you think, wow, she would really make an amazing coach. I should reach out to her. jot her name down on that list. And you're going to go through that list and start building relationships with those people if you don't already have a relationship with them. So what you'll do is you'll go to their Facebook page, start commenting and liking on their things, building a genuine friendship. Guys, one of the things that I love about this business is that I've built some amazing friendships because I did this process. And it was organic and it was natural, and I got some great friends out of it. And maybe they never became customers of mine or coaches, but I've actually gained some great connections with people, all because of this business opportunity, which is something I never expected when I started as a coach. So Facebook actually recognizes when you and another person are commenting and liking back on each other's things. They're like, oh, these two people like each other. I'm going to start making them see more of each other's friends, their feed. So you'll actually pop up more on that person's timeline. It's all about those Facebook algorithms, and Facebook knows what they're doing. So trust in the process and just start building those connections. And when the time is right, way later down the road, if you know somebody's a stressed out mama who's just on the struggle bus day after day, you can reach out to them and say, hey, I know you're a busy mom like me, and this may be a super random message, but would you ever want to join one of my Busy Mama Fitness 3-week boot camps? And just leave it at that and see what she says. But again, that's after you build a relationship with someone, okay? Don't just go out and mass message 10,000 people on your friends list and expect to get people to join you, because it's just not genuine. It feels yucky. We're not about the salesy business. We really want to build connections and help people. So that's number 2, cold inviting. And number 3 for inviting is follow up. Anytime anybody ever says no to me, I take it more as a not right now. So I put their name on a list, I track them. Back when I was first a new coach, and actually probably for the first 2 years, I did more of a paper and pencil method where I just kept track of them in a notebook. And then after time, I switched to an online method of like an Excel spreadsheet. But guys, you don't have to do this. You don't have to make it that complicated. If you're not techie, just stick to a paper and pen type of method that works for you. So keep a notebook of all the people you reach out to, put a little note next to their name saying, they said no, not a good time for me, and maybe then ask them permission, say, okay, I understand it's not a good time, I know I'm super busy too, would it be okay if I reached out to you like a couple months from now to see if timing might be better? And then that's giving you permission to reach back out to them, so it's not awkward when you go and follow up with them in a few months. So make sure you track those people. So again, just because you're hearing no, that's okay. You've planted that seed in their head that like, oh, well, what is this thing she's doing? And she's going to see those before and after pictures and be like, gosh, I really wish I would have jumped on that the first go around. Maybe I'll reach out to her and ask if she has another group starting. So you just have to realize that it's all about that consistency. Even with the cold inviting and with making connections with new people on Facebook, there's about a 30 to 60 day lag in the return that you see from making those connections and inviting and posting on social media and those call to action posts to when people actually start to kind of get into your funnel and join you. So don't ever be discouraged, especially in the beginning when you feel like you're not getting a ton of response. Again, people are watching, they want to see that you're consistent, and you have to keep inviting on a daily basis in one of these 3 ways. Either putting your call to actions, private messaging for cold invites with people you built connections with, and follow-ups. So guys, the fortune is truly in the follow-up. So don't let those slip by. It shows you're consistent. I have people that told me no 2 years ago that are finally ready and reaching back out to me because they're like, okay, I really want to try 80-day obsession. I think that's something I can really get behind. Great. So I'm more than welcoming to them because the timing is right for them. And when the timing is right for them, they're going to stick with it. So again, to recap, we've got our call to action posts on our social media, whether it be Instagram or Facebook, cold inviting, getting that list of 100 names and reaching out and making connections with people and then inviting them when the time is right. And then 3, follow up with those no's or those not right nows. All right, you guys, get to work. We'll see you tomorrow.